Hello there, doll collectors. So I thought today I would go ahead and start opening up some of the dolls that I have in boxes that I figure I'm just letting them rot sitting there in cardboard and twisty ties. So without further ado, I'm going to bring out two girls that I've had for a very long time. I bought them when they first came out, and I had attempted to get the entire collection, but my Walmart at the time did not keep them very well stocked. So all the rest were just nigh on impossible. And then by the time I did find them, I no longer had the funds at hand to purchase them with. And see, these came out come on, there's got to be a year on here. (2004). So yeah, and you can see here the plastic is pulling away from the cardboard at the front and on the bottom. And I just went and redid my doll room, so I'm kind of still feeling like I need to have a little bit something new out to show. Now, I know this doll has a different type of body because I went to a friend's house and they showed me their collection, and they had one of these that was secondhand. So I was actually able to pick one up and touch it for the first time, and I was amazed that they gave her the rubber arms body and stuff. So, but I've also seen plenty of people's pictures on Instagram and elsewhere where they have rebodied this particular Poison Ivy, or at least they put her outfit on a more articulated doll. I think it looks great. I want to see if I can be able to do that too. So, without further ado, and we don't really care about keeping the box, I gotta keep telling myself that, I'm going to finally release Poison Ivy from her prison. Now, 2002, I graduated high school, and so at the time these dolls came out, I was working, I think at Burger King, because I took a year off school just so I could have, free time, and my mom insisted that I just, get to actually be like a teenager for a bit, because I had a lot of responsibilities and helping out, so there was no pressure until the living situation changed, and then we had to move out, and then a second income was needed, so I took a job. Alright, here we go. I love the fact that her stand is actually personalized. It's green, it's got her name on it. Even though it's the older style ones that don't really stay together very well, that's fine. We can deal with that. Okay. So that goes like that. Okay, so I need to turn this around. Interesting. Alright, this does not want to stay on very well. Here we go. My goodness, she is so lovely, but what is this line across her back? You see that? It's like there's this cut across her back. Okay, so her body's a wire frame with rubber or silicone over it. Her head is super soft, squishy. I can actually hear air push out. Fantastic natural red, shiny lips, beautiful green eyes, no over-the-top Uma Thurman makeup, but still, you know who she is when you see her. It's very interesting that they gave her this body. So she's got these green pumps. The backs are tapered upwards. She's got green fishnets, I believe, are attached. Yeah, so the leotard and the tights are... No. Yeah, the leotard is separate, and then the tights are separate. Okay. And then we've got the armbands, and then we got the leaf necklace. Very fragile, as it's just like cut out of shiny, thin vinyl. So it's comic book accurate, cartoon accurate, but I mean, very limited on the articulation. It's very stiff, and it's going to be a bit unnatural because, you know, we have stiffer limbs, and this is all really weird. So I think I'll probably go that route and take her head off and put her on a different body. She does have the standard heel-toe foot, so these will probably fit on someone else. Considering I just got that BMR 1959 doll with the green boots, I was like, oh yeah, green boots are now a thing. So, like I've done with my Mystery Squad girls, I've rebodied them and then just dressed them back into their original outfit, just to give them better articulation in order so they could hold their items. I used to have all 4 of them originally, along with a lot of Generation Girls and other millennial debuting dolls at the time, but the financial situation changed. We needed money, we needed to move. I purged my doll collection of a lot of Playline things, only keeping collector stuff, and then, okay, because this is just not working with her body being so stiff, that, you know, I kind of gave those up. And, you know, there's regret in hindsight, just because the quality of dolls has changed now. It's not what it used to be. It's gotten better and it's gotten worse, so it's like you have to just take how you want from it. Now Harley here has a different body. Her box literally says that she cannot be removed from this outfit. It is sewn onto her. You can tell with her stiffer limb and her pose. She's on a standard, regular snap joint knee body, and her hands have been painted to resemble gloves. I just love how these came with keychains. I was like a nut for keychains. Back in high school, I had dozens, literal dozens of them hanging off my backpack. You could hear me coming a mile away, just the jangling. So the rubber band has frayed, that has held. You can see the sticky residue. And it's like, this keychain's nothing special. It's just literally a sticker on a cheap piece of chrome metal. But still, it's part of the package deal. So, here we go. Alright. And also we have the metal twists to unravel. This definitely brings back memories. All the little twisty ties. Okay. Alright. Her outfit includes the hooded jester's cap, which is plush. The little tapered parts here are filled out with stuffing. This outfit has a giant tag on the back, and made in Indonesia. Did not know that. Consisting of polyester fibers, surface washable. So you can see, front and back, she is sealed up tight. She also has standard pointy toe feet, but she's got these cute little cloth jester shoes, which make her feet look ridiculously tiny and kid-like. And then we have, so we can separate the ruffle from the sleeve, and we have a red arm and a black arm. Oh my god, this is crazy. And then her face is a pale white, like you would paint for the clowns and the mimes do. Then she has the mask painted over. She's got blue eyes with a side glance, and her lipstick is bright red with a little bit of that jester hint, the Joker tips to smile. Hey, Mr. J! So she also has a very super squishy head. So I would have to go about removing this very carefully, taking like a seam ripper and coming up at one point if I was adamant about rebodying her. And then the thing is like they give her a black hand and a red hand, so it doesn't really matter what color her body would be underneath the outfit. She also has her own Harley Quinn stand. Okay, we got the base. We have a different type of stand here. Look at this. Poison Ivy. And then, so hers is the waist cinching type, and then Harley's is the saddle type, and the way this is shaped, it fits in perfectly because there's a little notch. So there's no mistaking where that goes. So she sits right on top. And then Poison Ivy with like some maneuvering about her knees is supposed to have the waist cinch, but I can't really get it to where she's standing without, you know, there's not enough room up here really. Let's see, there's a difference in the bases. Poison Ivy's base is taller and thicker. It's wider around. Interesting how these two come from the same line, and yet there's differences in their doll stands. I mean, yes, I'm glad that they all have their individual ones like the Twilight ones do, and I have all of them out on display on their bases, well, at least the female characters. But yeah, just like in the old days, they used to have specific labels on the stands themselves. I like that the BMR ones had their own particular base. A lot of dolls now in a collection or series rarely have their name on it unless they are like a platinum label or gold label. So yeah, I definitely do believe I'm going to rebody them because I'm not exactly sure what happened with my Poison Ivy having that line across her back. And if I'm going to have, I mean, if I'm going to do it to one, I might as well do it to the other. I'm not particularly worried about quote-unquote value because I tried keeping them in the box to keep them, you know, preserved and whatnot, and yet it was just falling apart, whether it's just from summer heat or slight wear and tear. I mean, it's just one of those things that happens. The rubber bands fray, and sometimes the sun, wherever you have them displayed, will fade things, and the way that they just get packaged to begin with. So yeah, they've been in box for 15, 16 years, and just now really seeing the light of day other than being on a shelf. But at least this time when they get put on a shelf, they'll be with company. I have other characters. I've got Hippolyta and Mara and Queen Amidala, they can't be removed out of their outfits. I mean, I've seen people who have cut the Mara Aquaman uniform off of her and then reapply the armor to other things, but still, it's a sewn-in kind of costume. And I realize you can't change her face, which is fine. I like it how it is, but I would like for her to be able to have more mobility, to be able to sit in other poses. I have the DC Superhero Girl versions of Harley and Poison Ivy, along with a good plenty others. I was hoping that I would, you know, be able to have this generation's girls and then that new generation girls to compare, but I've only got the two, and they honestly don't look anything alike. Harley Quinn with pigtails and a checkered outfit and wearing little blue shorts with, you know, red and black leggings. That's pretty much the only thing is the leggings. So, yeah. Alright, and then they got their cute little keychains, which, I don't know, I'll keep because I like, but I probably might give them to my daughter. She's starting to get into superheroes and stuff. I'm actually kind of happy now to finally have them out of the way because the boxes were just taking up more space. And that's one of the things I was doing with my doll room, was kind of getting rid of some of the empty boxes that I would keep, because I thought, well, you know, follow a good tutorial and I would recycle the boxes, but I didn't have the room to build anything, so I was like, it just kept piling up. Alright, we're gonna wrap up this ramble here, show off the girls one more time, the proper girls, and we're gonna see you in the next doll review that I do, because I'm gonna be opening up 2 Barbies from the Great Eras collection. Don't come at me for this, okay? I've made my decision. The Grecian goddess and the Egyptian queen. One of the reasons why is because damaged box. So, we all have our reasons. Alright, love y'all. Bye.